Chapter 5. I think the third round tests our wisdom. Upon arriving at the heart-seeking mountain, the candidates didn't immediately sense anything unusual. Only Mangu felt his strength ebbing away until it balanced with everyone else's. The fierce ancient barbarian blood within him settled, no longer surging endlessly with power. The candidates exchanged glances before turning to the obvious leader of the group. I'll go first, Mangu said, fully aware of all eyes on him. Without hesitation, he stepped forward. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 10 steps. For the first 10 steps, Mangu didn't even break a sweat, but from the 11th step onward, a weight began to press down on him, like an invisible boulder strapped to his back. The higher he climbed, the heavier it grew. Still manageable. Let's keep going. He gasped for air, steadied himself, and advanced toward the 20th step. Each step beyond that grew increasingly arduous, and his pace slowed noticeably. By the 29th step, sweat drenched his shirt, and he was forced to pause, slumping onto a step to catch his breath. I can feel the pressure even sitting down, he muttered through gritted teeth. If it's like this even when I'm resting, recovery will take ages. Watching Mangu struggle, the other candidates' hearts sank. I've heard of similar trials from my clan elders, one said. The heart-seeking mountain tests both will and heart. Only a resolute Tao heart can prevail. Mangu is straightforward and rigid, yet he's struggling. It'll be even harder for us. Perhaps a heart-calming mantra would help? Another suggested. The objective of the third round was clear. Reach the 50th step. But there was no mention of competition. No need to be first. The goal was purely personal. Everyone nodded in agreement. Their clan elders had taught them mantras to aid in cultivation. Lu Yang parted his lips. I don't know any heart-calming mantra. Want me to teach you one? Meng Jingzhou offered. Lu Yang shook his head. Hold off. I want to try another approach. Meng Jingzhou didn't press. He trusted Lu Yang's judgment. After some meditation, Meng Jingzhou achieved an inner calm he had never felt before. The heart-calming mantra works. By the time he emerged from meditation, most candidates had reached steps 20 to 30, drenched in sweat and barely able to advance. Any attempt to climb recklessly had failed. The mountain punished anyone who underestimated its pressure. Some tried to use magical treasures, but they were powerless here. Even the most potent clan artifacts were useless, as Dai Bufan had hinted. At the bottom of the steps, Lu Yang remained conspicuous. Barefoot on one leg, he squatted at the 10th step, studying something intently. What are you doing? Everyone's way ahead, Meng Jingzhou asked, puzzled. Lu Yang tossed a shoe onto the 11th step. Try picking it up. Meng Jingzhou obeyed, noticing the shoe felt heavier than usual, as if some invisible force was pulling downward. He tossed it to the 12th step. Same result. He picked it up, and the weight increased. What's the pattern? Lu Yang asked. Meng Jingzhou furrowed his brow. Objects only feel the pressure when they touch the ground. If they're in midair, nothing changes. Exactly, Lu Yang grinned, pounding his fist in delight. Finally, someone on the same wavelength. In a peaceful state, Meng Jingzhou's mind worked faster. The steps are inclined, and with all these trees around, we can build a ladder in the shape of a 7. One end buried in the ground, the other reaching the 50th step. Lu Yang nodded. Right. The third round is testing our wisdom. Meng Jingzhou frowned. But how do we cut the trees? No axes, no saws. Don't you have sharp magical artifacts? Lu Yang asked, anticipating this problem. Meng Jingzhou produced a dagger. My clan gave this for self-defense. It can be activated by consciousness speed comparable to a golden core cultivator, but it can't fly on this mountain. That's fine. It just needs to be sharp, Lu Yang said with a grin. The Meng family's treasures were sharper than any mortal tool, perfect for chopping wood. Come see. While you meditated, I sketched a blueprint. Lu Yang led Meng Jingzhou to soft sand where he had drawn the 7-shaped ladder. After a brief discussion, they began working. The dagger sliced through the thick trees like paper. With everyone reduced to mortal strength, the wood was ordinary, easy to shape. Soon, they had all the planks ready. Another problem arose. How do we join these planks? No nails. Even if we had them, they wouldn't hold such thick wood. Ever heard of a tenon and mortise joint? Lu Yang asked. No. He carved the planks and explained, this protrusion is the tenon, this hole is the mortise. Together, they form a joint. Even without nails, it's sturdy. Meng Jingzhou listened, though he thought, our clan uses spirit energy for crafting, not nails. What use is this? Meanwhile, higher up, candidates struggled. Sweat poured down their faces, gasping for air with every step. Many hoped to reach the 50th step first, seeking recognition from the Tao seeking sect. Everyone realized why there was no time limit. Climbing alone exhausted enough energy to make hunger and fatigue a real threat. At the bottom, Lu Yang and Meng Jingzhou were also drenched in sweat, but they had spent the day chopping trees, trial and erroring, and assembling their ladder. The structure was strange, thick at the bottom, thin at the top, crooked in places. It looked less like a ladder and more like a massive seven. The surrounding land was bare, as if some colossal beast had gnawed on it. A few Tao-seeking sect disciples glanced nervously at Dai Bufan. He was clenching his fists, eyes twitching with barely contained excitement.